You asked for it. So originally I wasn't going to make a video on this film. And in fact, this is going to be a different type of review. Normally I edit my stuff together pretty tightly, make it a little bit more stylistic, but I wanted to make this as authentic as possible, give my honest, raw thoughts in this video, and quite honestly, the main reason I didn't want to make a video on this movie originally was because I didn't really know what else I could add to the conversation. I felt like enough people were saying it already. This film has been a hot button topic for a very long time. And quite frankly, I'm sick of these Disney remakes. I haven't seen a fair amount of them in the theater as they've been releasing. I didn't see Cruella. I still haven't seen Cruella. I didn't watch the live action Little Mermaid in the theater. I did see Mufasa. I posted a review for it, but I wasn't all that excited for it. I went because my brother wanted to go. And with this one, I flat out refused. I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm not seeing it. And I don't want to reward Disney with my money for something that cost them absolutely no creative exertion whatsoever. It was just IP milking. It was brand exhaustion, and it's creatively bankrupt. But here I am, naturally, making this video. So where do I begin? Let's start with the star of the show, Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler being cast in this role of Snow White was controversial enough for many reasons that I'm not going to get into because I'm judging the film, not the surrounding controversy and drama. But I will say part of the reason I didn't see the film was because she was very, very entitled and snarky and not very respectful of the original film. She was just very, very frustrating to listen to in the interviews, and there was a lot of other issues that went on with that I'm just not going to rabbit hole into right now. But how is she as an entertainer? She's not horrible as an actress. She's a decent singer. Hunger Games, she sang pretty good as Lucy Gray Baird. I have not seen West Side Story, but I know that was her breakout thing. I saw her in Y2K. That movie wasn't that great, and she didn't really have a whole lot to deal with. But, I never really thought she was a bad actress. She's in this film. Yeah, I don't know what more I can say. She's playing a Disney princess in this film. They've obviously made modifications to the character, to the plot, because the original came out almost 100 years ago. Naturally, they're going to make this a little bit different. The movie is about a half hour longer, roughly, than the original. So naturally, they were going to add things that we had never seen before. The Dwarves were a big point of controversy as well because of Peter Dinklage kind of putting the kibosh on wanting dwarves in the film. But they do have dwarves in the film. The dwarves are in the film. Dwarves are entirely made with CG. You can see that in the trailer. So people going into the film shouldn't be too surprised by that. People who've seen the film have said that these dwarves are nightmare fuel, that they are horrific to look at. We, of course, saw set photos of people who we thought were going to be replacing the dwarves in the movie. And then there was a bunch of reshoots. We don't really know what the original plan was. We just know what was released in the final product that has hit theaters. They are apparently separate characters. They are not dwarves themselves. They are known as the bandits. They are completely separate from the dwarves, but they're still in the movie. A lot of people were concerned that the original love story of Snow White was going to be tampered with because, well, Rachel Zegler, like I said, was being very snarky about it and saying she wasn't going to be saved by the prince like she was in the original film. As I understand it, they were doing a lot of different behind the scenes calls with how to integrate the original story. An actor was cast to play the character Jonathan. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but Jonathan is a character in the film that is basically replacing the prince in this film, from what I can tell. And yeah, people who've seen the film have been very split on it for sure. It's definitely something that happened in this movie. But another big draw to the movie was Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. I like her as Wonder Woman. I really do. I like her as Wonder Woman. She was in Wreck-It Ralph 2 as a voice role. If anyone even remembers that movie. She was in a couple other things. Oh, Fast and Furious movies. She was in the Fast and Furious movies. I like her in those as Giselle. Yep. She's in this movie. She plays the evil queen. She has a song. Gal Gadot sings in this movie. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And like I said, I was very apprehensive about this movie. Originally, I thought, I'm just going to see it, but then I thought, you know what? No, I don't want to hate watch it. And again, I don't want to give my money to this studio for milking this IP, and that's not cool. And you're just taking advantage of other people who, want to take their kids to see a Disney princess movie. And that's why I refused to watch it. But now, the biggest question that everyone has about this film and has caused a lot of divide and controversy. My dog's barking in the background. Hopefully you can't hear that or it's too distracting. But the biggest controversy with this film is its modern updates. And so naturally everyone wants to know, is this film woke? And woke is a term that has been overused to high heaven in recent years. But if you want to know how I truly feel about this movie and whether or not it is woke, well, I must say, I don't know, because I didn't see the movie. I don't know. Hey, remember when Morbius came out on April Fool's Day? Yeah, let's just commemorate that. No, I did not see the live action Snow White. I still have not seen it. I did not intend to see it. I don't intend to see it in the theater, at least. Maybe I'll catch it on Disney Plus at some point, but I feel like I've already heard enough about it that I don't even need to see it. I don't really want to waste my time, and I'm certainly not wasting my money. So, yeah. Happy April Fools. See ya.